Welcome back to A Touch of Evil. We're about to begin, I guess, episode 1, the first turn, and up first is Argot. We never did get a good look at the miniatures. I find the miniatures in this game are very, very good. If you're a good painter, these are really, really detailed and very nice miniatures. And I wish they would have done the same thing with Shadows of Brimstone, but Flying Frog decided to go a different route. But these miniatures I find absolutely very, very stunningly done. Better than Last Night on Earth. So, excellent. All right, we have Argot Blackwall up first. And the first thing we do on a hero's turn is we roll a 6-sided die, and that's how far they can move. He gets a 2, which is not an extremely good roll. Now, he cannot draw event cards in town. That's part of his gruff outsider negative effect. So he might as well start heading, I think he's going to head over to the abandoned keep. So he's just going to move 1, 2 into a space that basically has nothing there. And if we look at the hero's turn card, the first thing we do is move. He's done that. And fight enemies in your space. Well, there's no enemies in the space. There's basically nothing in the space. And now he can take actions, and you encounter the space. Generally, you encounter a space if the space has text on it and tells you what you need to do. If you're on a space with no text at all, well, you're not going to have an encounter. He does have 2 investigation tokens he starts the game with, so he could look at a town elder's secrets, costing 2 investigation, but I think he's just going to hang on to his 2 investigation and not do that. So very quickly, that is Argot's turn. He's moving out from the town hall, and he's heading, I guess, next turn for the abandoned keep. Of course, up next we have Liliana, the lost soul, and she, of course, rolls a 6-sided die as well, and she rolls a 1, which I guess is not so horrible. When you roll a 1, you get an event card, and she gets Honorable Gesture. That's okay. It says play to give any hero or town elder +2 honor for the rest of the turn or showdown fight round, or play to prevent any number of wounds that another hero would have just taken, and you gain 2 investigation for each wound prevented in this way. Wow, that's pretty awesome. So we're just going to hang on to this card. We'll give it to Liliana to use when she sees fit. And now she has a movement of 1, and she fights with spirit all the time. So she's going to just move 1 space here to the church, and the church says draw an event. So, and she's going to draw an event card, and she gets Militia. Play immediately. Place a militia marker at any named space on the board. Limit 1 militia marker per space. So she can play that. It's a play immediately. So she's going to take a militia marker and put it any named space on the board. So what the militia token is, it's a little round token, and it basically gives a wound and a +1 combat to a hero that's there. So this is militia helping you out in a fight. And I think since she's going to probably head up to the manor, she will place the militia at the manor. Okay, and the next thing here is to train spirit. She can pay 2 investigation to make an honor 5+ test. If successful, she gains +1 spirit. So she is indeed going to do that. She's going to take her 2 investigation that she has, and she's going to try to make an honor 5+ at the church. But remember, her special ability says loss of faith. May not exchange items or allies with other heroes, and training spirit at the church, which is what she's going to do right now, requires an honor 6+ test. So she needs to roll a 6. Now, she has an honor of 4, and she could use this honorable gesture card right now to give herself +2 honor for the rest of the turn. So that would let her roll 6 dice, and she needs a 6. But I think she's just going to hang on to that card. She gets to roll 4 dice, and she needs a 6. And yes, this game is a dice fest and card fest, so bear with me. So she's going to roll 4 dice, and she needs a 6 to be able to train her spirit +1. And she did get 1-6, so she succeeds. So even though she has a loss of faith, she manages to increase her spirit by +1. So we're going to take this little token here, which is a +1 spirit token, and we're going to add that to her card. So now she has a total spirit of 4, and that's good for her because she fights using spirit dice and not all the time. So she's going to be rolling 4 dice for the attack. All right, that is basically the end of both Argot's and Liliana's turn. And the next thing, so that we've done the first player, which was Argot, and then hero turns. We've done that. Now we're into the mystery phase. Now, how the mystery phase works here is any minions on the board that would move, which we don't have any, would move right now. And then we are going to roll, I'm going to readjust the camera, and we're going to roll on that advanced cooperative chart and see what happens. Okay, so we're going to roll 2 dice, and we get a 10. And we're going to consult the advanced cooperative mystery phase chart, and we get a 10, which is ambush in the night. It says every hero must roll a d6 and add their cunning. Whoever has the lowest result is immediately attacked by one of the villain's minions, and in this case it's going to be Mosquito Swarm. Roll once in the villain's minion chart, and place a minion in the hero space. During the first fight round, the hero may not use any items, allies, or abilities, and the minion has double their normal fight dice. So whichever of the 2 characters here rolls the lowest with their honor, then they are going to be the one fighting. So let me just readjust again, and we'll get that in focus here. All right, so we're going to roll first for Argot. He has a cunning of 3. 3 and 6 is 9, and there's no way Liliana can beat that because her cunning is only 2, so 2 plus 4, 6. It looks like the Mosquito Swarm is going to be attacking Liliana at the church. So we will consult the Mosquito Swarm here on the advanced chart, and it says notes: when Mosquito Swarm is rolled, place a Mosquito Swarm at an additional random location as well. Now this does say heroes must use their cunning instead of combat during this fight. However, Liliana's special ability is she always uses spirit to fight. So let's just get that on the board. So these are the Mosquito Swarm tokens. So one is going to show up at the church attacking her, and the other one shows up at a random location. And how we do that is we just grab a layer card, and on the Forgotten Island, so on the Forgotten Island, which is over here, we're going to place a Mosquito Swarm as well. Okay, and now we're going to have a combat between Liliana and the Mosquito Swarm. And how does that work? She has 4 dice for spirit to attack, and because of that ambush, if we look at the Mosquito Swarm here, it has 2 fight dice for the first round, so it's going to have 4 fight dice. It has 2 wounds, so this could be pretty nasty. Well, let's get to rolling some dice and find out. And combat is simultaneous, so Liliana is going to roll her 4 for spirit. Wow, 4 6s. Huh, that is totally wiping out the Mosquito Swarm. There is no question whatsoever in my mind about that one. But now the Mosquito Swarm also rolls, and it gets 6, 4, 4, 3, so it hits Liliana for 1 wound. All right, so wow, I can't believe that roll. So Liliana is going to take 1 wound. She has 3 wounds she can take before she's knocked out. And for defeating the Mosquito Swarm, so it is defeated, we take a look here. And if you have a victory against it, you will gain 3 investigation tokens. And it says, in addition to taking a wound, gains +2 fight. Oh, for every hit done by the mosquito swarm, a hero must also lose 1 investigation in addition to taking a wound. Well, she had no investigation. Well, this is interesting. At the time she was hit, she had no investigation tokens, but for defeating it, she gets 3. So she's going to retrieve 3 investigation tokens. We'll put that on her card. But she has 1 wound. And okay, that takes care of the advanced cooperative rule chart, and now we move into the mystery step, which is we need to draw a mystery card and resolve it. So let me just readjust and we'll do that. All right, so the last part of the turn is drawing a mystery card, and yes, these are generally always bad things. And this is a Tavern's Tall Tale, and it remains in play, which is probably not a good thing for us. It says if the Harbor Master is still alive, any time a hero wants to look at the secrets of a town elder, they must first pass an Honor 5+ test. If failed, any investigation or cards used are wasted. If he is dead, or joined the villain, discard and move the shadow track 2 steps closer to darkness. So basically this means anytime we want to look at a elder's secrets, we're going to have to make an Honor 5+ test first. Wow, okay, so I'll put that sort of on the board here. There's lots of sort of free spaces on the board, just to remind myself that that remains in play. And the Harbor Master is one of the elders over on the Coast expansion. So here he is, the Harbor Master. And I'm not going to go through all the details of the elders either. So that's the mystery card phase. And I don't really have a first player token, so I'm just going to use a die. I'm going to pass that now over to Liliana, because next turn she is going to be going first, not Argot. All right, that concludes turn 1 of A Touch of Evil with all the expansions. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Join me next time when Argot and Liliana continue investigating Shadowbrook, Echo Lake, and the Coast in their attempts to defeat the Bog Fiend. All right, thanks for watching.